Andrew Johnson was a 4-year starter for the TU men's soccer team. As he looks back on his career, Johnson says he has seen the most personal growth in one particular area.
Just my ability to take challenges head on, not to doubt myself, to have the ability to believe in myself, to really understand that hard things are good and that they can really produce excellence when you go at them full steam.
Head coach Gary Ross also has seen Johnson's belief in himself grow over his 4 years donning the purple and gold.
That then has bled over into like how he leads on the field and how he leads even in the locker room. But clearly he came in as a guy that was, he's had some difficult things he's had to overcome in his life. And so as he's been able to kind of take more responsibility for his own response to some of those difficult things, it's bled over into making him better and everyone around him better.
In those rough patches, Johnson turned to his teammates for support.
This Taylor soccer team has really felt like a family all 4 years, especially older guys when I was a freshman, like Nate West or Gabe Partain, Sam Hardy, guys who really took me under their wing and really showed me what it meant to be a leader and showed me that I can believe in myself because they believe in me. So I thought that was huge to have guys like that. And I think that really helped me become a better leader too, because I see what these guys did for me and I wanted to do that when I was a junior, when I was a senior. And so I think that was huge for me. These guys are like my brothers, so I'm going to miss them a lot.
Johnson was able to take what he learned from those older teammates and apply those lessons this year as one of the captains for the Trojans. According to Ross, Johnson's impact goes beyond what he did during his senior season.
There's not a single guy that we've had who's given and cared as much about what's going on here that I can remember. It doesn't mean we haven't had guys that have cared about as much or whatever, but there's no one that has cared more and has demonstrated that through his actions, right? Not just in saying it matters, but like sacrificing himself and emotionally going all in, man. So that's his legacy, I think.
And for a young man that has poured so much into the program, Johnson has gotten just as much back, if not more.
I'm going to take away mainly the friendships I've made here. I've made lifelong friends with guys I'll never forget and guys I'll stay in touch with in the future. But also life lessons. I've learned that hard things are good and it's important to stick with things even when they're hard. We've had some rough times over the years, but we stuck with it, and especially this senior class, we kept grinding, and it says a lot about our character of this class. But yeah, we had a rough 3 years, but then kind of finished strong and had a good result, finishing in the semifinals and winning a home playoff game for the first time in a while.
That win came back in 2014, the year before Johnson came to Taylor. After a scoreless 110 minutes against Mount Vernon Nazarene, a berth in the Crossroads League Tournament semifinals would be decided by penalty kicks.
So Jeremiah and I went up to do the coin toss, and Mount Vernon, since they were the away team, lost the coin toss. So me and Jeremiah were like, yeah, let's go first. Let's just bury him right away. And I knew I was going first because we had discussed the order before. And the whole night before, I was nervous about taking PKs. But as soon as this opportunity came, I was just like, man, this is just fun. Yeah, I'm just going to go and bury it just like practice.
Johnson puts the ball on the dot. Dunn claps his hands and awaits the PK from Andrew Johnson, the first shooter for the Trojans. And Johnson puts it in. Taylor scores on the opening PK try from one of their tri-captains, Andrew Johnson.
I mean, that's the type of stuff you dream about as a kid in the backyard, shooting in the back of the net. I mean, it was amazing. Just a bunch of friends in the crowd who have supported me for 4 years here. I knew my family was watching at home. But, I mean, it was incredible. Just as soon as the ball hit the net, it was just kind of like a sense of relief. And, I mean, you could see it on the video. I was just pumping my fist. I was really excited. It was amazing.
The Trojans would punch their ticket to the semis, defeating Mount Vernon Nazarene 3-0 in penalty kicks.
I was hugging guys I've never even met before and just screaming my head off. And I think just that moment right there was just, kind of worth it. For the hard work we put in, right, the whole season, my whole 4 years, like that moment right there was really special, and I'm glad I got to experience with the guys.
With the Taylor men's soccer team, Rick Johnston, Trojan Sports Network.